what's going on. Fucking aggravated. Trying to get this done trying to start on it for about an hour now. It's a gas tank off of 301. We're going to modify some brackets in the tank to sit on top of a 212, 196, 224, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to make a bracket for this to mount to this, mount to here. And then we got a little bracket that's going to bolt in right there. Let me move this over a little more here. It's going to bolt in right there. Jesus Christ. Made a template already for the steel. Made that up. I'm going to cut that out with the plasma cutter. That'll bolt on there and to the 301 tank. Made it out of cardboard. Made a little cardboard template because on that frame this will clear, but I can't fill it from here. Actually, it won't fit on there with that cap. So we're going to weld a slug on top of that. And it took out this vent. Got this 3-horse gas tank. We're going to cut that spout off and we're going to weld it to this. I did something like this similar, to a 196 gas tank because I like these caps because they don't leak. The 196 caps, they like to fucking unscrew themselves and fall off and leak everywhere, and there's gas everywhere, and it tears the paint off. Can't stand them. So that's what we're gonna do. Finally, after I don't even know what hell time it is. Yeah, I started trying to do this an hour ago. People aggravate me, calling me, and just aggravate me. All right, so we're gonna cut these slugs out. I gotta cut that round slug out, and we'll cut that bracket out with the plasma cutter, and we can start mounting this and welding this. I gotta actually weld that to the gas tank too. This is kind of banged around where it's supposed to be to mount. Shit. I'll mount there, and then the other half will weld to the tank. I hate welding gas tanks because they're so thin. I don't give a shit about the fumes. It explodes. Oh well. It's not like I ain't been in a gasoline fire before. They'll probably be welded right about here somewhere. I think it was like right around there. But yeah, let's fire up the plasma cutter and get started. Try not to cut in too many cuts in between. I'm just going to keep going as much as I can. So I don't have to do too much editing because I don't like doing editing because I'm no good at it. But this extension cord will hold up to this thing because this thing draws a lot of power. That damn leak's gonna get on my nerves. I gotta figure out a way not to shake as much. This is gonna be real fun. It's gonna be interesting making this circle. Maybe I'll sit down and do it. Interrupted by another phone call. I swear, nobody bothers me till I want to do something. Alright. I'm trying to brace myself here so I don't shake too much. Ugh. Not too bad, not too bad. Round enough, I guess. Actually, it's too big. I grind it down, let it sit in there, flush. I'm gonna weld that bitch on. So now, the big piece. Love this damn machine. Makes life so much easier. More. Like I paid $180. I said at the last video, $180 off Amazon for this thing, and I believe, I don't know about now, but it got cheaper. This thing is an absolute beast, and it's worth every dime. Couple little tricks is you gotta watch that ground. It comes loose. It don't like to be not grounded. Gotta keep that tip clean. It's a little dirty right now, but we're gonna run with it for now. Feels a little dirty. I should have cleaned this up before I made marks, but oh well, we're doing it. Stop for a minute. Let the plug cool off because I'm sure the outlet's heating up. Good enough. Did a bang up job. At least the machine did. Leave it on, let it cool off a little bit. There it is. She's a wee bit warm. Just gotta clean her up. Fuck, that's hot. Where's my slug at? Clean this thing up, clean that up. I'm probably gonna weld some bolts in there. I don't know if I was supposed to go that way. I don't know if I was supposed to go this way on the block. I don't remember. That's bad news. I don't know if I was supposed to go that way on the block or what. We'll figure it out. And I'm sure I'll screw it up. Let me go cool this stuff off and I'll be right. Alright, got the metal cooled off. Clean them up. Grind them, clean them up. All that good shit. Get some damn gloves on. We'll take it over to bench grinder. Make light work of it. Fucking place is a mess. This ain't me. None of this mess is me. This is not my work area. Enough. Alright, we'll use a little angle grinder to clean it up more. There's a diesel bike from a bunch of videos all the way back. Still didn't do nothing with it. Kind of lost interest in it because it's going to be a show bike, a rat steampunk build, but I don't think I'm entering shows anymore because one, there ain't enough, and two, they seem very political. Like, people's buddies always win. Oh, my friend, I gotta give this to my friend. And yeah, okay. Anyway, looking pretty good. Kind of want it to sit in that groove. Ain't a big deal, because I'm just gonna weld it up. And I'm gonna weld it up, low heat. Tack, 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 keep tacking around, low heat. And it's damn near impossible to get it perfectly sealed up. So we use JB Weld Quick Set because it's kind of self-leveling. We'll work that in all the cracks and stuff like that and smooth it out, and it'll look fine. Even when I do gas tanks on, I put sumps in race car gas tanks and stuff, I still use the JB Weld self-leveler around it, and it works out good. Pop out the little grinder. We need a new disc already. I have to clean this tank up too. Get that ready for welding. Probably do that off camera because who the hell wants to watch that? Oh, by the way, there was never gas in this tank, so don't worry about it. This tank's brand new. It was pulled off of a motor because the bike already had a tank on top of it. The other tank had gas in it, and that's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens there. We got to cut that bitch open. And I can still feel the heat through these damn gloves. Harbor Freight, kind of useless. It's upgrade. These are way more comfortable anyhow. Way more comfortable. Could barely move in them though. These are a little better with heat. Let's take a little off of that side. Perfect. That'll do. We'll tack that thing in and seal it up. Alright, that's that. This here we're just going to clean up. It's going to get painted. Alright, got cut off once again. So, bolted the plate on. That's how the plate will go on there. Just like that. Yeah, you like that, huh? Blown up 196. I needed the block, so I welded that shut because it was brand new still. But, pissed oil out every little hole. Anyway. Take these screws off them, y'all. That's how she's gonna go. Mount just like that. So I gotta prep the back area where this bracket's gonna go. Let me tighten up these front bolts. Well, let me put these front bolts in. Let's tighten up all of them. How's that? $13. Actually, that's pretty damn stout like that. I might just rock with that. This way I ain't got to weld to here, because I don't want to weld to here. Up here I can get away with it. Whoop. Welding, because it's not like gas is really going to fly out of here like that. If I weld here and it don't work, it'll piss the hell out. Kind of want to do it anyhow though, but that thing is stout as shit. Oh, Christ. That's really strong. Get up a little higher there. There we go. And that tank really don't want to move. But doing that bracket there will make it a lot more stable. Let me flatten out this bracket a little bit and I'll make my decision. I really don't want to weld there. dilemmas. Wait a minute. Bracket's supposed to go like that. I guess it really doesn't matter. Give me a hammer. Alright, let me hammer this straight and I'll be right back. Alright. Got a bracket straightened out a little bit. Cut that tip off of there. That'll bolt on like that. Grinder's right in front of me. Let's put this up against this motherfucker. Oh. Got a pretty shitty view. Okay, that's better. Weld that onto there. Make it real stable. It's pretty stable now. Don't really want to weld there, but I don't want it, no damn surprises later on. The damn tank wears it, vibrates too much and develops a hole. I don't want it. I don't want to deal with it. I've seen too many people with that problem with gas tanks falling off because they rig them on. When I was a kid, me and my brother had a go-kart. The tank was rigged on the top. Actually, this bolt was missing. The other bolts were in the back. And this thing shook around and shook and shook and shook. And the gas cap was turning slowly. He had chopped the exhaust off. So, I'm over on this side, on the back, holding on to the seat and him, or what was left of the seat. And I was right next to the gas tank. He lets off the gas. All the gas was coming over here. He lets off the gas. The exhaust backfires, you know, because that little pipe like that big. Boom! We went up in flames, but me and him. I had 2nd and 3rd degree burns on my arm. He had 3rd degree burns all down his back. He was in the hospital for like a month, I think. He was jacked up. But I'm not dealing with that no more. So, make this bitch strong. Clean up our mess. As you can see, my stuff's nice and neat. I like over there. Dirty, nasty. Don't mind me, I'm in a weird mood. Alright, we're going to get some welding going. I'm going to get the welder set up. I'm going to shut down the plasma cutter and move that. Be right. Alright, back getting ready for welding. Got the big welder out. Big monster. That's Admiral Wolverine lightning bolt. The big welder. And went and filled this tank up with water so we can cut and stuff. I'm going to do some test welds on it because it's thin. Oh, now it finally starts. I'm going to say, nothing wanted to come out of there. Now it started coming out on camera. So I wonder if that's a common problem with these 3 horses. Water flow. It's crazy because every one of these vertical 3 horses, they're all fucking junk, and none of them want to run without the choke off. Let the train out somewhere. Alright, let that drain off in the antifreeze thing. This is nice and thin, so I'm going to do some test welds on this to see what temperature. Try to test the temperature ranges on this thing. I never really welded on it. Use the welder on a low setting. Use this welder on a low setting. I used my resin core. On low. That weld's good on low settings, but I'm not using it for this because it's very dirty. Also, I like to use that on exhausts because who gives a shit about exhaust? All right, let's do some test welds on this. Got the heat down to 3. Wire speed down. Let's see what happens. I like that. Looks pretty good. Ain't blowing holes or nothing like that. We're gonna go with that. I think we found the perfect setting. Let's come over here. Reach up a little higher. So I want none of that welding shit destroying my phone. It looks good enough to me. That should hold it nice and stable. The fuck was that? It's me knocking the damn door? Anyway. Right, let me pop you off the stand for a second. Another trick to welding thin metal. Oh, the hose there. This is thicker than this. Let me get something to point with because that shit is burning me. This is thicker than this. So what you're going to do is start your weld on the thicker. Yeah, this thing needs to focus a little better. Start your welds on the thicker piece and kind of flow it off. Because a lot of times when you start your weld on something thinner, you can blow through it. So you're kind of like melting it off the thicker metal onto the thinner metal. Doesn't always work, but chances are you ain't gonna blow a hole through the thicker metal. I think we did a good job here. I will test it later and make sure there's no holes. Alright, I'm gonna put you on pause and clean my camera. A little bit better. Damn camera was all smeared up from me answering the phone. Alright, that turned out good. I'm happy with that. Now we can proceed to the top. Actually, we gotta cut that off first. Cut that spout off. So, get back into here. I really shouldn't have did that because I can't stand when I do that. Put shaky cameras into the video. It drives me nuts when people do that, so I shouldn't be doing it myself. I'm happy with that, man. I just hope it doesn't leak. I don't think it will. Yeah, I just want this big gas tank because I want extended range. That's a big tank. Don't know how many gallons it is or whatever, but it's a lot bigger than a 212 tank. because I ride long distances. Matter of fact, a friend of mine, we rode up to Northeast Philly from Southwest Philly, rode around West Philly a little bit, and he ran out of gas up there. And I'm like, I wasn't low on gas, but I was low enough. But if I don't have to stop at a gas tank for a nice night run, it makes me happy. Don't want to run out of gas. And the doodle bug frame is high enough between the motor plate and all to accommodate this. I just got to bolt it to the motor and stick it all in at once. That'll work though. This kind of sticks out. Yeah, it sticks out to one side a little more. I kind of don't like that, but if I want the tank, it is what it is. So this will, I don't have to cut another hole. I could use this one. It'll kind of be like close to the seat, but that's okay. And this is right under the frame, and you can't get to it. Ugh. So, all right, let's get this cut up. I don't need the hammer right now. Still smells like gas a little bit, but oh well. Actually, I should have just plasma cut that, but let's get the carbide wheel and cut it. Get the glasses out because I don't want to go in the hospital. I don't feel like sitting in the hospital again. There's a time in my life, every year I went to the hospital because I had metal in my eyes. It's too damn hard-headed to put glasses on. I guess the water worked, we didn't explode. That's good. I don't know if anybody knows this, but it's not gasoline that explodes, it's the vapors. Holy shit, that blade just went. God damn. I gotta put another blade on. And my goggles are dirty. There. I got one of these at home. It's actually electric from Harbor Freight. It works okay. Got to be real slow and gentle with it, or it trips the circuit breaker on it. But it gets the job done, just a little slower. Not everybody's got an air compressor. Alright, that's officially junk. That's water in there, not gas. It's a damn shame that thing's on an angle. Let's see what we can do with it. Let's clean this damn table off again, it's getting dirty. Alright. We want that like that. I need to cut that straight somehow. My crooked ass can't cut straight for nothing. me, actually I could bank it off to the side like that. It ain't gonna make a difference. And kind of get it out of the way too. Alright, let me figure this out and come right back. Alright, so got this all cleaned up. Got this all cleaned up. This is still on an angle. I wanted it straight, but I'm not really worried about it because I'll angle it this way and it'll give me a little more clearance between the seat, and that'll be okay. Slug over here. Gotta clean that up a little better. I like these caps better. I gotta vent it a little better, that's all. These caps seal up nicely. Yep, and that's what she's gonna look like. Off to the side a little bit, like an old truck or something. And because the seat's like right about there, so that'll clear that. That'll clear that nicely. I guess we get to some welding. Get that tacked on there. Let's ground the block. Nice, because I get this ground right to that block. Maybe I should come around this way. Have the air ready because I don't want the metal to get too hot on the tank. There we go. Put one glove on so I can hold it in place. Yep. Getting cold. Good inside, yep. Alright, see what we got. I'm going to do it in small increments, not to burn through. Angle looks fine. Put that away for now. Let's go for it. Move around to another side where it's cooler. Ground get stuck. Get that out of here. Welder's welding nicely ever since I put that new feed motor in. And what I'm doing, a little closer, I'm taking my welds and drawing them down, drawing it down onto the tank so as not to blow through the tank. But this is all going to get sealed up and smoothed out real nicely with JB Weld, just for GP. overlapping? Yeah, overlapping now. He's welding real nice. I'm happy about that. Maybe just turned around a little bit. Let's fall over. Fire! It's pretty good. Welder's in good shape now. I put that feed motor in, it ain't all acting up and sputtering and carrying on. Looks good. I am happy with that. Why did I do that? There we go. Man, I hope I wasn't recording like that the whole time. Them welds are looking pretty good. A little camera maintenance here. They look pretty good. Got some little pits there from when I'm stopping, but I don't want to keep going because I'm afraid to blow through. But like I said, I am going to seal all this up anyhow with JB Weld. JB Weld Quickset, because it's got the like self-leveling type properties to it, and it looks good. And it'll fill in any little pinholes. Looks good. Got a little piece of slag there. That's gotta go. There we go. Nice and hot. All right, let's get that going. Good clean surface. Oop, that's hot. Welders like good clean surface. Seal that up. Get off a little over to the side here. Probably ain't gonna look so clean, but oh well. Go through. See that? Got a little overzealous, I should have slowed down. It's a little hot over here. Ugh. Little antenna off there. What was that? We're heating the tank up too much. Check that out, see what we got. Where I'm hearing shit. All right. God damn, this worked out better than I thought. Nice. Seal them up with some JB weld. Whoop. Use that shit. That shit's good. I'll seal it right up. I am happy with that. I'm gonna push my luck and weld more to that bracket. So, I like to overdo it to make shit strong, but I don't want to blow through the tank. Shut down the big welder. Clean this up a little bit. Alright, I'm going to clean this up off camera because it's hard for me to work in front of the camera like that and grind. And I'm getting all kinds of bad camera angles. Alright, let me clean that up real quick, and I'll be back. Alright, so it's all grinded up. Got to grind it flat. I'll zoom out a little bit. Put a coat of JB Weld around there, let it sit on there, smooth out that there also. But he's all mounted up nicely. I am plenty happy with that. I was going to weld them bolts into the tank, or not the tank, that bracket, but it'll be fine. That's all welded up. Hope it don't leak. I'll test that later with some water. I'll probably seal that all up around there anyhow with JB Weld, just for the hell of it. Seal all that up, just like I did with my first tank. I'll show you that in another video. Nice. Got a little angle there, I can clear the seat a little better. Nice. Alright, next I'm going to go home. I'm going to throw the bike up on the table. Throw my mock-up 224 on the bike with this tank and show you how it looks. Alright, see ya. Alright, so got it fitted to the 224. Got it on there. The only problem was nothing was all tight. Like this all wasn't tightened up last night. Or the other night I fitted it. And of course that's welded on. I got a gap all the way around except over there. She's real tight right there. So I'm gonna have to take a little mallet and bang the tank down. It's gonna look like shit. But had everything dry fitted. It looked good. Yeah, not too much of a problem. The tank went too well, so this isn't too much of a problem. We'll figure it out. I was thinking I'd actually have to drop this down at one point, but didn't look like that because I don't want to do any more fabrication. I just want to get this thing going. Plus, if I drop it down more, I don't want that hitting the fender because I want my fender. But, I mean, it's okay. It'll work. A little minor hiccup. This is what I'm talking about with the other cap would have never been on there. Oh, hey, we'll unscrew. Put that on. Up there. Cap clears nicely. Doesn't really hang over, so I can still get my feet down. It won't hang over that much. I'd call it a win. 301 gas tank on the Doodle Bug. On the 224. I should be able to go like 80 miles on that tank. Now I'm going to do the JB Weld there and there. Get it ready for paint. Tear this whole thing down and get everything ready for paint. Except for this. This ain't the motor that's going on there. Motor off my CT100's going on there. Whole suspension, the CT100's going on the front. And we got some new tires. We're going to put them on there. Not too good of a street tire, but it'll look good. Who cares? Not bad. Little hiccup with that frame hitting, but I'll fix it. So there you go. 301 gas tank. Thanks for watching.